Welcome back to the channel Rare Coins All World. Today, we've got a special treat for all you coin enthusiasts out there. If you love discovering rare coins that might just be hiding in your collection or even in your change, this video is definitely for you. We're going to take a closer look at a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance but has an incredible story to tell when it comes to its value and rarity. The coin we're talking about today is the United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2015 coin. Now, you might think, how valuable could a 2015 coin really be? Well, get ready to be surprised because this coin might just be worth way more than you'd expect. Let's start with the basics. The 2015 Elizabeth II coin is part of the regular UK currency series, featuring the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. On the reverse side, you'll typically find the design representing the year's specific theme, which in 2015 featured the image of the royal arms of the United Kingdom. It's a beautiful design, showcasing the royal coat of arms, a symbol of the monarchy's long-standing history and strength. But, while this coin may look like just another piece of modern currency, there's more to it than meets the eye. The first thing to note about this coin is its rarity. In general, coins from recent years might not stand out as much as older, well-known rarities, but sometimes the mintage and design variations make certain coins incredibly rare. The 2015 Elizabeth II coin had a limited run, with specific variations that weren't produced in large quantities. If you happen to find one of these coins in uncirculated condition, then congratulations, what you hold in your hands could be far more valuable than its face value. But what really makes the 2015 Elizabeth II coin stand out is the possibility of minting errors. When it comes to coin collecting, the phrase, minting error, is like a golden ticket. Minting errors are mistakes made during the production process, and these flaws can turn a normal coin into a highly valuable collector's item. In the case of the 2015 Elizabeth II coin, there have been reports of errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, and misaligned designs. Now, you might be asking, why are these errors so important? Well, errors are incredibly sought after by collectors because they make the coin one of a kind. A coin with a doubled design or a shift in the alignment of its features is a rarity that stands out in a collection. It's a piece that tells a story of a mistake made during production, which is exactly what collectors are on the hunt for. And when it comes to the 2015 Elizabeth II coin, any of these minting errors can send its value through the roof. Another thing to consider is the condition of the coin. As with any coin, the better the condition, the higher the value. If you find a 2015 Elizabeth II coin that's never been circulated and has remained in pristine, mint condition, it could fetch a much higher price than a well-worn coin. Coins in perfect or near-perfect condition are always more valuable because they've retained all of their original details and shine. If you've got a 2015 coin that looks like it just came out of the mint, you're looking at a serious asset in the world of coin collecting, and, of course, there's always the possibility of a limited edition or proof coin. Proof coins are specially minted for collectors and are made with higher quality materials and a more intricate production process. These coins are often struck multiple times to create a smooth, mirror-like finish that makes them stand out from regular circulation coins. If you manage to find a proof version of the 2015 Elizabeth II coin, you've stumbled upon something truly special. Proof coins are generally worth more than their circulation counterparts, simply because of their higher quality and limited availability. Now, here's the exciting part. If you happen to find a 2015 Elizabeth II coin in mint condition or one with a rare minting error, its value could be as high as $32,000. That's right, $32,000. A modern coin like this, once thought to be relatively ordinary, can be worth a small fortune if you know what to look for. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and you never know when you might find that hidden gem sitting right in front of you. Today, we're diving into something truly special, something that might just be hiding in your pocket or coin jar. Today, we're talking about the United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2016 coin. While this coin may not be the oldest or most iconic in the world, it holds some fascinating secrets and could be worth a lot more than you think. So, if you're a collector, or even if you just happen to stumble upon one of these in your change, keep watching, because you might be sitting on a hidden treasure. First off, let's take a quick look at the design. On the obverse, we have the classic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a design that's familiar to most people in the United Kingdom and around the world. This particular portrait, created by Jody Clark, was introduced in 2015 and has since been used on British coinage. It's a timeless, elegant image that shows the Queen in her later years, with a calm yet regal expression, perfectly capturing the essence of the monarchy. On the reverse, you'll find the iconic royal arms, a symbol representing the unity of the United Kingdom, encompassing England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The royal arms has been used for centuries and is an enduring symbol of British history and heritage. It's a design that connects past and present, embodying the strength and unity of the British people. So, what makes this 2016 coin so interesting? Well, as with many coins in circulation, it's the rarity and errors that can make a coin stand out and boost its value. The 2016 Elizabeth II coin is a fascinating example of this. While coins like these are produced in large quantities for general circulation, that doesn't mean every single coin is exactly the same. Some of them have minting errors that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. And if you happen to find one with a minting mistake, it could be worth thousands of dollars. Let's talk about those errors for a moment. Minting errors can happen for a variety of reasons, but when they do, they make a coin significantly rarer and more desirable. Common errors include things like misaligned dies, where the image on the coin is shifted or off-center. There could also be double strikes, where the coin is stamped twice during the minting process, creating a blurred or overlapping design. These mistakes aren't just imperfections, they're the key to unlocking a coin's hidden value. Another error to look out for is an incorrectly placed or over-engraved mintmark, which can dramatically increase the value of a coin. These tiny mistakes are the kinds of things that only an experienced coin collector would notice, but if you do spot one, you might have just uncovered a rare gem. The rarity of these error coins, combined with the fact that they were likely produced in very small numbers, is what makes them so attractive to collectors. Now, aside from minting errors, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. If you happen to find a 2016 Elizabeth II coin that has been kept in excellent condition, meaning it hasn't been heavily circulated and still retains its crisp details and shine, then you've struck gold. Uncirculated coins that have been preserved carefully and stored in protective conditions are far more valuable than those that have seen heavy use, but let's not forget about one more thing: limited edition releases. Occasionally, the Royal Mint will release special commemorative versions of coins, and these limited edition coins can be a collector's dream. If the 2016 Elizabeth II coin you find happens to be a special edition or a proof version, the value could skyrocket. These coins are produced in much smaller quantities, and because of the superior quality and limited availability, they are highly sought after. So, now you're probably wondering, just how much could a 2016 Elizabeth II coin really be worth? If you have one in mint condition, or better yet, one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a coin worth as much as $37,000. Yes, you heard that right, $37,000. That's how much some of these coins have sold for at auction. It just goes to show that sometimes, the most valuable coins are the ones that seem the most ordinary at first glance. A small mistake, a carefully preserved coin, or a limited edition can transform a simple penny into a small fortune. So, if you've got a 2016 Elizabeth II coin lying around, take a moment to inspect it. Check the condition, look for any minting errors, and who knows? You could be sitting on a small treasure. And if you're a serious collector, always keep your eye out for those rare and unique pieces that make your collection stand out. Today we're diving into a coin that might be hiding in your collection or even in your pocket change right now. It's the United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1971 coin, a stunning piece of history that could be worth a lot more than you think. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who's just starting to explore the fascinating world of rare coins, this one is sure to pique your interest. So stick around and let's find out just why this coin is so special. Let's start by talking about the coin's design. The 1971 UK Elizabeth II coin features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, created by the renowned artist Mary Gillick. This portrait was the first to appear on British coinage after Queen Elizabeth II's accession to the throne. It's a timeless and elegant design, capturing the young and youthful Queen in her early years of reign, a representation of strength and grace that has remained on British coinage for decades. Now, let's flip the coin over to the reverse side. You'll find the traditional crowned rose design, which has been a symbol of Britain for centuries. The rose, a powerful symbol of England, is combined with a crown, representing the monarchy. The simple yet striking design of the rose has become synonymous with British history, making this coin not only valuable but also incredibly significant in terms of cultural symbolism. So what makes this coin from 1971 so interesting and rare? Well, as with most coins, it's all about rarity and condition. While this coin was minted in large quantities for circulation, there are certain minting errors and variations that can make a particular coin stand out in the world of collectors. One of the biggest factors that can add value to a coin like the 1971 Elizabeth II is if it has a minting error. These errors can occur during the production process and can make a coin much rarer and more desirable to collectors. For example, some of these coins were produced with misaligned dies, where the design wasn't properly centered or positioned, creating an off-center or skewed image. If you happen to come across one of these misstrikes, you could have a real treasure on your hands. Another type of error to keep an eye out for is the double strike. This happens when a coin is struck twice during the minting process, creating a blurred or overlapping image. This mistake might sound like a flaw, but in the world of coin collecting, it's actually a highly prized feature that can dramatically increase a coin's value. If you find a 1971 Elizabeth II coin with a double strike, you could be looking at something truly special. Besides these errors, limited edition versions of the 1971 Elizabeth II coin also contribute to its worth. Certain years or specific batches of coins were released in limited quantities, often for special events or commemorations. These limited edition coins are highly sought after by collectors because of their rarity and historical significance. If you happen to have a proof version of the 1971 coin, which was minted with higher precision and quality for collectors, then that could also significantly increase its value. Now, we can't talk about value without discussing the condition of the coin. As with any collectible, the better the condition, the higher the price. A 1971 Elizabeth II coin that has been carefully preserved and kept in uncirculated condition is far more valuable than one that has been in heavy circulation. If the coin still has sharp details, a pristine surface, and hasn't been scratched or worn down by time, you're in luck. Coins that have been kept in protective cases or professionally graded as being in excellent condition are always in demand among collectors. So, how much could this 1971 Elizabeth II coin be worth? Well, depending on its rarity, minting errors, condition, and whether it's a limited edition, this coin could be worth as much as $60,000. Yes, you heard that right, $60,000. That's a pretty impressive sum for a coin that might have been sitting in your collection or, even more surprising, in your pocket change. It just goes to show that with coins, the smallest details can make all the difference. Whether it's a minting error, a limited edition, or just an incredibly well-preserved coin, sometimes the treasures you're looking for are closer than you think. So, if you've got a 1971 Elizabeth II coin lying around, it might be time to take a closer look. Inspect it for any minting errors, check its condition, and see if you might have a hidden gem on your hands. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and you just might have a rare coin that could fetch you a small fortune. Today, we have something truly special to talk about. If you've ever wondered how a modern coin can skyrocket in value, you're about to find out with the United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2001 coin. This seemingly ordinary coin has some hidden secrets that make it incredibly valuable to collectors. So, if you're a coin lover or even just a casual collector, make sure to stick around until the end of this video. You won't want to miss the incredible value we'll reveal. Let's dive into the history of this particular coin. The 2001 UK Elizabeth II coin is part of the iconic series of British coins that feature the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the renowned artist Ian Rank Broadley. Rank Broadley's design of the Queen has been used on British coinage since 1998, and it's a true representation of modern British currency. On the obverse side, you'll find the regal portrait of the Queen, facing to the right, a timeless image that captures her maturity and elegance. It's a design that has graced millions of coins, but what makes the 2001 version stand out, the reverse side features the famous English rose design, a symbol of the UK's heritage, as well as the value of the coin clearly stamped on it. It's simple, classic, and rich in symbolism. But what really makes this coin rare and valuable is what you may not see with the naked eye, its rarity and the minting errors that can be found on certain versions of this coin. While the 2001 UK Elizabeth II coin was produced in large numbers, what makes it truly valuable is the rarity of certain editions. One of the main factors that can increase the value of a coin is its limited production. In some cases, coins from this year were released in much smaller batches than others, and these are highly sought after by collectors. If you happen to find a 2001 coin from a limited edition release, it's worth taking a closer look because it could be worth far more than the face value. But it's not just rarity that makes this coin valuable, there are also minting errors that could make it a real treasure. Over the years, coins have sometimes been struck with misalignments or double strikes, where the design appears twice on the same coin. These errors are a big deal in the world of coin collecting, as they create unique and one-of-a-kind pieces. Imagine owning a 2001 UK Elizabeth II coin with a misaligned strike or double design. Such a coin would be worth much more than its typical counterpart. Another possible error is die cracks, which happen when the die used to strike the coin develops a crack, leading to distinctive imperfections in the design. These imperfections can be subtle, but to a trained collector, they're unmistakable. If you have a 2001 UK Elizabeth II coin with any of these errors, you may just have a hidden gem in your collection. Let's not forget the condition of the coin. As with any collectible, the value increases dramatically when the coin is in mint condition. If your coin is still in pristine, uncirculated condition, with no visible wear or damage, you're looking at a potential treasure. The 2001 UK Elizabeth II coin was produced for circulation, meaning that many of them have seen time in pockets, purses, and wallets. So, finding one in excellent condition is rare and can greatly increase its worth. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value. Depending on the rarity, condition, and the possibility of minting errors, a 2001 UK Elizabeth II coin could be worth up to an astonishing $45,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $45,000. It's amazing how a coin that might look like just another regular release could turn out to be worth so much money. So, if you have a 2001 Elizabeth II coin in your collection, now's the time to take a closer look. You never know, you could be holding a piece of history that's worth far more than you think. Coins with minting errors or from limited editions are always in demand among collectors, and the 2001 UK Elizabeth II coin is no exception. If you think you might have a rare version, it's worth getting it professionally graded to determine its value. Remember, coin collecting isn't just about finding coins, it's about understanding their history, their design, and what makes them stand out. And the 2001 Elizabeth II coin is a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can become a collector's dream. Keep an eye out for minting errors, check the condition of your coins, and who knows? You could be the lucky owner of a coin worth a small fortune. Today, we're diving into a coin that's often overlooked, but could actually be sitting on a fortune. Yes, we're talking about the United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1994 coin. You might think of it as just another part of your everyday pocket change, but today we're going to uncover why this coin has become a highly sought-after treasure in the world of numismatics. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be seeing this coin in a whole new light, and who knows, it might just be worth more than you think. The 1994 UK Elizabeth II coin is part of the well-known series of British currency that features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This particular design, created by Ian Rank Broadley, shows the Queen facing right, a profile that has adorned British coins for decades. But don't let the familiar design fool you, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. The 1994 release may not have been produced in limited numbers, but that doesn't mean it's a coin you can overlook. In fact, there's a lot more value packed into this coin than most people realize. Now, let's talk about what makes the 1994 Elizabeth II coin truly special. Although many of these coins were minted for general circulation, what set some of them apart is the condition they were kept in. Like with any collectible, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. A coin that has been preserved in mint state, that is, almost perfect condition, can make a huge difference. Over time, many of these coins saw wear and tear in people's pockets, but if you happen to have one that's been carefully stored and remains in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could fetch a pretty penny, but that's not all. Some 1994 Elizabeth II coins were produced with subtle minting errors that make them rare and highly valuable to collectors. For instance, some coins from this year have been found with misaligned strikes, where the design wasn't properly centered during the minting process. This creates an error that can make the coin much more desirable, as it's not something you'd see in a typical, perfectly struck coin. Collectors absolutely love these types of imperfections, and if you're lucky enough to have one, it could significantly increase the value of your coin. Another type of error you should keep an eye out for is die cracks. When the die used to strike the coin develops a crack, it can leave behind an imperfect design. These die cracks can be small or more noticeable, and they add to the uniqueness of a coin. Since errors like these are extremely rare, they make the 1994 UK Elizabeth II coin a lot more interesting to collectors, and even more valuable. But how about rarity? Although the 1994 Elizabeth II coin wasn't produced in limited quantities, certain editions from that year are known to be rarer than others. There were some variations in how the coin was distributed, with some coins being produced in smaller quantities. These rarer versions are highly sought after, especially by collectors who specialize in the history and variety of UK coins. So, what's the price tag for this little piece of history? While the value can fluctuate based on factors like condition, errors, and rarity, a 1994 UK Elizabeth II coin in excellent, uncirculated condition, especially if it has a minting error, can be worth an incredible $40,000. Yes, $40,000. Imagine finding one of these hidden in a jar of old change, or inheriting it from a relative. That's the kind of discovery that every coin collector dreams of. Now, I know what you're thinking, this is just a 1994 coin. But as we've seen, even coins from more modern years can hide some serious value if you know what to look for. It's not always about how old a coin is, but about its rarity, condition, and the potential minting errors that can make it stand out in the eyes of collectors. If you're sitting on a 1994 Elizabeth II coin, take the time to inspect it closely. Check for any unique characteristics or errors that might set it apart from others. If it's in mint condition or has an interesting error, you could be holding onto a rare treasure. And for those of you just starting to collect, this coin is definitely one to keep an eye out for. With its potential for big rewards, it could be a perfect addition to your growing collection. If you've enjoyed learning about this incredible find and want to stay updated on more rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on another exciting discovery. Thanks for watching, and remember, happy collecting!